Hi, welcome back everyone. It's been a while, but thank you so much for watching my videos. This time I've actually got some questions. See, I was looking at it and I've been talking it over with some people, and I've been thinking about the spinning Earth. It's 1,000 miles per hour at the equator. Now this is obviously not a globe. Dun 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 dun. But if it's spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, okay, whenever you have something spinning and there's a thing on it, it'll want to fly off. Okay, now there's a specific way that it wants to fly off. Now, if you had water on a spinning ball like this and you spun it, the water would fly out, but it would fly very specifically. It would come off at a 90-degree angle and go straight. And over here it would go straight that way. And here it would go straight that way. Down here, if it's spinning like this and it comes off, it would come off straight that way. And of course fall down because, things fall. But initially, it'll go straight off whatever direction it's rotating. Now you can see this if you drive your car in a circle and you're making a curve and you drop like a orange or something or an apple outside of your car. Don't do that, it's littering. But if you did do that, you would see that the apple continues straight as your car continues to curve. So if the Earth was curved and spinning, the water that was on it would want to continue straight at 1,000 miles an hour. Just continue straight. Now, if you don't think that it flies off at a spin, or when it's spinning it flies off straight out that way rather than straight up from a spinning ball, you can go check videos. They have videos of them spinning. Also, if you've got a grinding wheel, when you're grinding, things are flying off at a 90-degree angle. Whenever something flies off of something at a 90-degree angle, or whenever it flies off, it'll fly off in the direction of the spin. It never flies straight out the surface. It goes off the direction of the spin. If you don't believe that, go look at some videos. People throwing balls. You'll see if you watch the water, when it leaves the edge of the ball, it goes kind of like this. It doesn't come off of here. It comes off at the point it's spinning. Okay. Now I want you guys to double check that right now and see if I'm right. If you don't think I'm right, pause the video now and go check. Okay, so everyone that's here has checked and sees that I'm right. If you have something spinning, you can put paint on the outside of a frisbee or something and spin it. It'll go in it won't go straight out. If you spin it, it'll kind of make like a spirally looking thing. Anyway, it'll look like a spiral. It won't go straight out. So, that being said, the Earth is supposedly a globe spinning at 1,000 miles per hour. Water flies off it. 1,000 miles per hour goes straight. Why don't we see that if it's a globe, huh? Well, okay, so if you have the Earth and it's spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, roughly. It's a little different from that. But if you look at the exact number, you figure out it's about 1 mile every 4 seconds. Okay? That means water on the surface is going to fly straight off this way and just keep going forever at 1,000 miles per hour, which is 1 mile every 4 seconds. 1 mile in 4 seconds. That is fast, okay? That is insanely fast. So, water, if it wants to continue on its path in 1 mile, it would have to somehow fall down the curvature of the Earth if it's going to be a curved Earth spinning. The curvature over a mile is 8 inches. So, 1,000 miles per hour spinning, the water's going to want to rise 8 inches in the first 4 seconds. If you were to take a water balloon off a tall building at the equator and drop it, it would drop about 256 feet in 4 seconds. And this is where I'm kind of getting a disconnect here, guys. See, I can't just... I don't know what to say to that, you know? I mean, of course, we all checked, right? You guys checked, I checked. When it's spinning, it does come off at a straight angle, right? And 1,000 miles per hour is about 4 miles, or 4 seconds in a mile. About 4 seconds in a mile. Or a mile in 4 seconds, sorry. Which means it has to drop just 8 inches to stay on the Earth. Now, it can drop 256 feet, so I don't have a good rebuttal for that. Flat Earthers, I need you guys to help me with this one, okay? Here's the crux of the argument. 1,000 miles per hour on the equator, water should be flying straight off. It goes 1 mile in 4 seconds. The curvature of the Earth is 8 inches per mile, which means the ground is going to drop away from the speeding 1,000 mile per hour water 8 inches in 4 seconds. But if you look at the buoyancy and the density and the buoyancy and the density of the water, it'll fall approximately 256 feet in 4 seconds. Yeah, I don't know how to get that resolved. But anyway, sorry about that. The other thing I wanted to talk about, if we wanted to notice the spin of the Earth for the 1,000 miles per hour, we could do one of those gyroscope tests with the ring lasers. I'm not sure what those would show. I haven't done them myself. I don't have 20 grand to throw away. But if you were on the equator and it was spinning perfectly slowly or fast at 1,000 miles per hour, it's only 8 inches per mile that you would feel. Which means that if an airplane wanted to follow the curve, and an airplane's only going a third that speed, 300 miles per hour, well, let's say 500, okay, it's going half that speed. That means it has to drop 8 inches in 8 seconds. I don't know about you, but a lift difference of 8 inches per mile, I don't think I would be able to detect that. I mean, it's not like they're nosing down like crazy. For 8 inches in a mile, that's 8 inches in 8 seconds if you're going 500 miles an hour, which is pretty fast for a plane. But you drop 8 inches in 8 seconds. That's about an inch a second you got to drop. I don't know. I mean, if you were to drop a ball, it would drop 16 feet in a second. So I think an inch is kind of hard to... I don't know. It's kind of hard to see why you would notice that. I mean, that's why I'm asking you guys, okay, Flat Earthers, I need your help with this, please, please. How would you notice if a plane was dropping an inch a second? Not a foot a second. 1 inch every second. How would you even notice? Especially when the plane kind of goes up and down a little bit all the time, just with the eddy currents and the atmosphere and all this stuff. How would you notice an inch a second? I mean, that's like nothing. So, yeah, I need some help with that. Guys, all right, comment below. Let me know what you think. The other thing, if you're in the Vomit Comet, that plane that's going down, you start out falling at a relatively slow speed. And as you drop for 60 seconds, the plane is accelerating the entire time. You're just going faster and faster and faster and faster and faster, and the people inside are weightless the whole time. They don't notice that the plane is accelerating downwards because it's matching the way you naturally fall. That's why they experience weightlessness. But their speed is constantly increasing. So if you're in a free fall like that, you wouldn't even notice. You wouldn't even feel it. So when the Earth travels around the sun, it's falling inwards, but it has enough velocity, supposedly, to just keep it going around the sun all the time. That's a state of free fall. So it doesn't matter how fast the Earth is going. I mean, even if it's doing something like this, where it's going really far away and then really close, really fast, really far away, it's free fall the whole time. You really wouldn't notice it. For that matter, it doesn't matter how fast we're going around the Milky Way either. Because it's free fall. You don't notice free fall. It feels like nothing. That's why it's called weightless. So guys, I need your help, okay? I need your help. I got these like weird ideas in my head now. I don't know what to think. So tell me why it matters how fast we're going around the galaxy, how fast we're flying around the sun, when you don't notice free fall velocity. You don't notice a velocity change in free fall. You're free falling. You're just falling. Weightless. Like the vomit comet. You have somebody just floating around. They don't notice. Why would we? So you gotta help me, guys. Please, 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 please help me, okay? I gotta know why. And the final question for the night. When God created the earth, he created the light and the darkness. He separated the waters from the earth. He planted a tree. And then he was like, oh my goodness, 1,000-mile-per-hour wind just blew that tree away. Oh, no, he didn't. So if he created a spinning globe Earth, then the atmosphere was already spinning because the tree didn't get blown away. And if you believe the globe theory, then the Earth was already spinning. Either way, the atmosphere is already spinning. So what slows it down? Because I hear everyone saying, well, you got the atmosphere that's sticking to the surface as it spins. Why is the rest of it not staying where it is? Well, it's already moving. So if it's already got a velocity and a momentum, an angular momentum, and it's already going around the globe, if it is a globe, I'm not saying it is, but if it's already spinning, what force would make it stop? What would it run into that would make it stop, so that you'd have to have this transition layer from moving air sticking to the globe to air where it's now slowing down and stopping with respect to the spin? What's causing the stopping force? What's slowing the atmosphere down? I can't think of anything. Solar wind is going to hit both sides. It's probably going to be deflected by any electromagnetic field from the Earth, if it has one. I'm not saying the globe's real. I'm just saying I've been looking at the model, and there's nothing to slow the atmosphere down. So this whole, like, how do planes fly when the atmosphere, they get high enough? What's keeping the atmosphere from, why is it stopped? Why is it attached to the Earth? Well, it wouldn't be stopped unless something stops it. So why, if the globe model was real, would the atmosphere suddenly stop for no reason? I don't get that. I need help, guys. Flat Earthers, please let me know why. Okay. So the three arguments I want answers to, because I really need some help here, guys. I'm starting to struggle, and you don't want to lose me. You don't want to lose me. All right. You lose me, who knows who else you would lose for these questions, okay? So the question is, why would water not stick to the globe if its natural lift off the surface from the spin is 8 inches in 4 seconds, and its natural falling is 256 feet in 4 seconds? So it would fall because 256 feet is bigger than 8 inches. So where's the flaw in that argument? Please, I need your help. The other one, we wouldn't notice the free fall because the vomit comet is in free fall. Its speed changes. It starts slower, it speeds up as it falls. The people inside don't notice. So when you're in free fall, supposed free fall, you don't notice. So tell me why we would notice, regardless of how fast we're going around the sun, regardless of how fast we're going around the galaxy. Those two motions are free fall motions. It's free fall velocity. We're just falling. It's weightless. We wouldn't notice. Why would we notice that when we don't notice free fall velocity? It's just something we don't notice. It's weightless. That means it has no forces. And the last one, what would stop the atmosphere from turning in the first place? That planes would have to fly through a 1,000-mile-per-hour wind difference. It's already spinning with a supposed globe. What would stop it? Guys, you gotta let me know. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Please post comments below. Flame, share, like, dislike, whatever floats your boat. You guys have a good one.